Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. It is currently Monday, the 23rd, I want to say? Yeah, 23rd of March. Forgot what day it is. The self-isolation thing. I don't want to say it's a big holiday, but it's got the same type of vibes. You're like, what kind of time is it? What kind of day is it? I have no idea at this point. And I really need to stay on top of that stuff because so much is releasing and I'm like, it's fine. We'll talk about it in 2 days' time. And then 2 days' time, it's already released. And I'm like, whoops. But so yeah, Monday today, it's going to be the day where we get on top of all of it. It's where we start talking about all the upcoming releases, all the recent releases that I did miss out on because the whole, it's fine, I'll cover it later attitude. And yeah, everything to do with that. So we're going to start off with not necessarily a collection or a new piece that has or is going to, well, has released or is scheduled to release. We're really just going to be talking about some teasers in this video. And what we're going to be talking about more specifically is that Antisocial Social Club has one, named their spring summer collection, but two, teased it multiple times. And what we're going to do in this video is cover all the teasers for Antisocial Social Club's upcoming spring summer 2020 collection. I would just like to go on record to formally apologize for my laziness over the weekend. I should have done a lot of videos over the weekend. That would have been the prime time. That would have been the prime time to do so much stuff and fully catch up. Although in saying that, it's a lot easier to catch up these days because the virus has essentially delayed every single release and halted a lot of the releases to, you know, just 1 or 2 sneakers releasing over the weekend and a couple clothing releases. It's actually very good for me, but also a bad thing because I want to see more stuff being released. So it does help me and it doesn't help me, but that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, I didn't even get around to streaming on Twitch over the weekend. Bro, look, what was I doing? Basically nothing. I should have been doing something. So I'm sorry guys, we'll do it today. Monday's going to be the grind time. I'll do the videos, I'll edit, upload them, and then I'll stream on Twitch. I'll make it up to you. I'll do all the things. So let's start it off. Let's start off Monday strong and do this Antisocial Social Club video. So, initially, we got a teaser posted on Antisocial Social Club's story that they are going to be doing a Spring-Summer 2020 collection. We covered that ages ago. They posted it on their story. They then posted the same thing that they posted on their story on their actual wall, and we dived into that. There wasn't much to it. It was just the brand logo and a flaming Jeep. Not much else to it. They didn't give a name for their collection. They didn't do any of that. They essentially just said that the Spring Summer 2020 collection is coming. Now, I had my doubts, one, that they were even going to do a Spring Summer 2020 collection. I honestly was under the impression that Antisocial Social Club kind of just would cease to exist in 2020 and beyond, but I suppose if you're a brand that's making money, you're going to continue, right? Like it's bound to happen. I thought that, like, because the trends of streetwear and hypebeasts are moving away from Antisocial Social Club, that the brand would realize that and kind of stop, you know? I don't know. I just had a feeling. Maybe I'm wrong in saying that, but I just had a feeling that they wouldn't continue in 2020, but they are. They're continuing in 2020. So they announced their Spring Summer 2020 collection with that image, with the flaming Jeep and everything like that. Then they kind of went silent. Now, my whole thing is that once they went silent again after they post that initial teaser, the coronavirus really kicked in. They were really like, let's delay everything. And I honestly thought that the Antisocial Social Club Spring Summer 2020 collection was going to get delayed for months to come because Antisocial Social Club, they print 90% of their products on blanks. Now, if you don't understand the whole premise behind blanks are essentially like hoodies, t-shirts, and jackets and everything like that are blank. They have nothing on them, and they're sold by major companies like Gildan, Independent, you could name heaps of them. They're sold off to companies to print on. Now, 90% of blanks, or at least cheap blanks, are made in China. So when I heard that Antisocial Social Club was announcing that they're going to do the Spring Summer 2020 collection, I was like, how are you going to do that? Because everything you print on is made in China. And I don't know if you've been watching the news recently, Antisocial Social Club, but China isn't exactly producing a lot now that it's got a huge virus going on, but I guess that's not an issue. I guess that's not a problem anymore, because Antisocial Social Club has recently posted 3 more teasers of the collection and actually finally stated what the collection is called. Because you know how Antisocial Social Club, every season, they call their season something? Like there was the Still Stressed season, there was the Stressed season, all that kind of jazz. All that all happened. So we now finally have a name for this Spring Summer 2020 collection, and it's called the Hung Up 2020 collection. Now, initially when I heard it was being called the Hung Up collection, I was like, does that mean it's cancelled? Like, I was kind of confused. It didn't click that I was like, oh, that's the name of the collection. Because I thought when it said Antisocial Social Club Spring Summer 2020 Hung Up, I thought, oh no, it's been cancelled. My thoughts and theories were true about them not being able to get the blanks done because China's on lockdown. But no, that's the name of the collection. I got a little bit fooled about that. I literally wrote in this little booklet with my videos for my, ideas for my videos. I was like, Antisocial Social Club delays its Spring Summer 2020 collection. Because I thought Hung Up meant that it was cancelled or delayed, but no, it's actually the name. So there we go. We now know that Antisocial Social Club's Spring Summer 2020 collection is called the Hung Up collection. Now, they've posted 3 teasers. No streetwear journalist pages at the moment are covering Antisocial Social Club, so I've got no nice articles for you today to read over, you know, what's going on and everything like that. So really, in order to cover all of the details, to cover all the images and stuff like that, we're just gonna have to use the old Instagram, man. We're gonna have to do it to them. So no hypebeast article for you today, fellas. I know you're probably disappointed. You're probably used to it by now, right? But yeah, we're just gonna be using some Instagram posts. So we'll cover all 3 of the images. If there's any release details there, we'll cover them obviously as well. We'll cover the actual photos that they've posted on their Instagram, so we can, you know, have a look what we might be getting this season and everything like that. And just try and speculate what we're getting and see if there's any release details there, fellas. Because at the moment, from what I've seen, there doesn't look like to be any release details, and I think that's a smart move by them, because I still honestly think if they are doing this season, I don't know how the hell they're going to do it with, you know, their blanks being printed in China and stuff like that. There's going to be massive delays on that. If you thought the previous seasons were bad on delays, get ready for this season, man. Get ready for this season. But anyway, yes, let's head on over to the Instagram post that they've done and cover all the details there and have a look at what's in store for us in Antisocial Social Club's Spring Summer 2020 collection. Started off with, here we are. So this is the first teaser we got. And now do you see my confusion? So, yeah, it's been a recent trend as of late for Antisocial Social Club to have no release details or nothing in its captions. So what they've been doing instead is just uploading the images. And initially, with the way that this image was laid out, I interpreted it as the collection was cancelled. I was like, oh, it's hung up, it's been delayed, it's, you know, it's coming in later. No, I think that's the name of the collection. And that was reconfirmed to me by the further posts that we'll cover next. So to start it off with, we'll go over this first post, which is Antisocial Social Club Spring Summer 2020 Hung Up. That is the name of the collection. The image features the Antisocial Social Club graphic done in multiple different colors. We've seen that make an appearance on some pieces before, in a different color palette though. So I could potentially see them doing for this season just a Mind Games hoodie styled print with these colors on the actual logo instead. I can definitely see that happening. It looks like we're also getting a golf ball this season, because you can see a golf ball in what looks like a fish tank with Antisocial Social Club written on the side of it. I think we have gotten the golf ball in previous seasons. I honestly can't remember all the accessories off the top of my head, but I feel like we've gotten the golf ball before. But if it makes a reappearance, or if this is the first time it actually is appearing, then there you go. It looks like this season we're getting a golf ball. I mean, it's pretty classic of Antisocial Social Club to do wacky ass accessories for their seasons and to brand themselves over the top of them. I mean, hell, they did a rice cooker a couple seasons ago, guys. Like, They do some weird stuff. They do some weird ass stuff. So it looks like we're getting a golf ball. I assume we're getting a hoodie with this print on it as well, and probably a hoodie with the hung up print on it as well. So I reckon we're gonna get the flaming Jeep print. We're gonna get this rainbow text print, and we're gonna get probably a hung up print, and obviously the golf ball. So there's an assumption on a couple pieces we're gonna get. But like I've been saying, we don't know when this is gonna come out. We honestly don't know when this is going to come out because it's the spring summer season, so it has to release during spring summer, and there's no release details in their actual posts, so we just know that it's coming out at some point. And the thing is, especially with Antisocial Social Club, they work off a pre-order system. So if you guys didn't know, whenever you buy like an Antisocial Social Club hoodie, whenever you buy one of these, you're essentially buying into a pre-order, and then eventually when they produce it and, you know, print it and everything like that, which usually takes about like 1.5 months or something, that's generally like the production time. Once they're done printing them, they then ship it off to you, and then it can take up to like another month for to actually ship out to you. So you could be sitting there for 2.5 to 3 months without even receiving your items. Now they could announce this collection, post it all on their store page, and it could just be the same situation. You'll buy it, but then you got to wait like 3 months until it finally arrives at your door. I know there's a bunch of people that like never receive their items, that it takes forever to receive their items. It's literally what 90% of the comments are in this comment section of all their posts. So it could take a while, and because we have no release details, we could be buying into this spring summer 2020 collection and then not receiving it until fall winter. It could literally be a thing because, you know, the coronavirus, their production times, their choice of choosing like, you know, cheap Chinese samples to blanks to print on. It could really, all those factors could just like stack on top of each other for a massive long delayed release time. So yeah, it's looking a bit rough, which is probably why they haven't announced when they're actually going to drop the collection, because they're probably just waiting for the best opportunity to find out when they can start printing on their hoodies, like, you know, from China, when China actually starts producing again. So there's no release details on this first post, which was made 3 days ago. We'll move on to the second post to see if that changes. Next we have, here it is, the love hate graphic. It looks like it's done with love on the bottom, hate upside down on the top. Now, as we can see, it says Antisocial Social Club Spring Summer 2020 hung up. That confirms that hung up wasn't actually what I initially thought it was, which is where they're announcing that it was delayed or anything like that. It's just the name of the collection. So we had the stressed, the still stressed, the hung up collection. Now we've had another one in the past. I can't remember the name of it though. They're so dispersed, you know, that I forget the names like a year later. But yes, so we've officially now got it named the hung up collection. It looks like we're probably getting another graphic here, which is the love hate one. This is kind of a cool graphic. I like the font style of it. I reckon this is, just judging by the background, it's going to be printed on a pink hoodie with this graphic in the same colors here on that, or maybe it'll be printed on a black one. We won't really know. So it's a pretty cool graphic. I'd be really interested to see what piece this is going to get printed on. But again, even on this second post teasing the collection, we have no release details. Nothing is coming through to say, oh, yep, it's coming out here. So yeah, it's another teaser with no release details, just some teasing of some graphics that I reckon we're going to get in the season, which is yeah, it's a crazy thing. I gotta admire this comment though. This explains our relationship with your brand, obviously referencing love hate. I think that's a bit of a laugh. Seriously though, if you're one of these people complaining in the comment section about you know, it taking forever to print, yada 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 yada, don't buy further pieces from this collection, because you're only going to get the same experience. I know so many people that complain about this brand. They're like, oh man, I hate this brand so much, I would never buy from them again. And then a new season gets announced, they like one of the graphics, and then they buy it. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, man? What the actual hell are you doing? If you do not like the brand, do not buy into the brand just because one of the graphics looks cool. Buy it on the resale market when it drops, and then when someone is able to pick it up, because then you'll be able to buy it knowing that you'll be able to actually receive it. You won't be waiting forever. So I would say that's the go. Buy it off the resale market, because Antisocial Social Club hoodies don't actually resell for too much these days on the resale market. They had huge hype heaps and heaps of years ago, but you can actually pick a lot of these bad boys up for not a lot these days, because not a lot of people are buying them to resell them for the hype. A lot of people that are reselling them these days are reselling them just because they don't want the hoodies anymore, which is totally fair, totally fair. But yeah, back to it. Don't buy into the brand if you don't like it. This looks like a graphic that's going to come out this season. This looks one of the nicer graphics. I'd be really interested to see what this actually appears on. You know, if it appeared on like a jacket or a hoodie or something. 99% of the graphics that are teased in these prints generally end up on a hoodie instead of like a, you know, like a flannel or a jacket or something, you know, any of those kind of pieces. They generally end up on hoodies. This brand really loves printing on the hoodies. So that's the Love Hate teaser. That is the second teaser that we saw 2 days ago. As you can see, it says 2 days ago there on the Instagram thing. So 2 days ago, we saw the Love Hate. Let's have a look at the third and final teaser, which was the most recent one, which is BAM, the dinosaur one. Again, surprisingly, that's the third teaser with no release details there. Wow, who would have seen that coming? The first one didn't have any release details. The second one didn't have any release details. What do you know? The third one doesn't either. But yeah, it's crazy. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what's going on. But we'll dive into this third teaser, which is a dinosaur print on a green background. Antisocial Social Club, Spring Summer 2020, Hung Up. So yeah, the collection is definitely by now confirmed going to be called the Hung Up collection. I reckon we're going to get this. This is going to be a graphic that's going to be printed on a hoodie. We're going to get a little dinosaur. So if you're a big fan of dinosaurs, you're a big fan of Antisocial Social Club, well, there you go. You can have both. This is a bit of a weird and obscure graphic for me. I'm not really feeling this one. I think the Love Hate graphic is probably the best graphic we've seen so far. Yeah. Nah, that's really it. I wish I could say more. I wish I could say more about all the teasers, but that's really it. We just have a couple graphics that they've teased to us. That we've got the name of the collection now, at least. I suppose that's a new detail. But we've really just got a couple graphics that I reckon are going to end up in the collection showcased to us, and that's it. That's all we really have. I kind of would have liked to showcase more to you guys, but I'm just playing it by ear and seeing what we get teased to us at the moment. If any new details do emerge, I'll definitely showcase them to you guys on the channel. But I thought I'd just make a video today covering the 3 teasers, just so we have like a visual diary of like how this collection played out, you know, from like this first teaser down here to these 2 images here. You know, I just wanted a visual diary of that whole thing. So we've now got these 3 new teasers, no new release details besides a name for the collection. We now know that the Spring Summer 2020 collection is now being called the Hung Up collection. It looks like we're getting some funky graphics this season. I wouldn't expect any less from Antisocial Social Club, but that's all we know, really. That's everything. So I want to know your thoughts and opinions, guys. How do you feel about Antisocial Social Club in 2020? Are you keen for the Hung Up Spring Summer 2020 collection? Are any of these graphics that we've seen so far showcased in these teasers appealing to you? Are you feeling the Love Hate one here? Or maybe you're a fan of the Dino one? Or maybe you're keen on the Antisocial Social Club coming in that multicolored print? Maybe you're keen on that one. Let me know which is your favorite teaser, 1, 2, or 3. Which one you're looking forward to on a hoodie or t-shirt. Definitely let me know how you feel about that. And yeah, let me know all your thoughts and opinions on how they're handling the collection so far. Do you think it's well done? Do you think it's that you kind of want more transparency? You want more details and stuff like that? Let me know, guys. Let me know everything you have to say on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or as always, the comment section below. And that's really it. That's all we've really got to say about the 3 new teaser images. I wish I could have dived into it more, but they didn't really give us a lot of new release details. They did give us some new images, which I assume all 3 images will appear in some way, shape, or form in the actual collection. I assume they're going to be either printed on hoodies, I assume they're going to be printed on shirts, they're going to appear somewhere in the collection. So we did get something new. We did get, you know, some little teasers on some of the upcoming prints, but no new release details. I would have loved to cover, you know, when it's going to come out, yada 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 yada, but maybe it's sooner than we think, considering that they just post 3 teaser images. Like, they wouldn't be posting 3 teaser images if it wasn't at least gonna get like a lookbook or something within the next like 2 to 3 weeks. Like, you know, like I feel like there's gonna be something coming out sometime soon, a lookbook, a something, just anything, because why would they post these? Like, why would they, just to maintain the hype? Nah, I feel like there's got to be something coming. There's got to be something in the works. We'll have to see though. We'll have to see. We haven't seen anything new besides those 3 teaser images. I mean, it was still quite fresh. We, you know, these are like 3, 2, and 1 days ago was the time frame of these 3 teaser images. So it still is pretty fresh info. We're just gonna have to see what comes out and everything like that. But yeah, that's about it. So basically no new release details besides that the collection is now called the Hung Up collection, and I thought that meant it was going to get delayed, but that's actually the name. But that's it. 3 teaser images. We got the rainbow printed Antisocial Social Club logo with the golf ball in the background. We got the love-hate graphic. I think the love-hate graphic is the best thing we've seen so far. And then we got the weird dino boy at the end, the little dinosaur. Don't know why they did that, but that's it. That's all we really got to say about the 3 teaser images. I'm kind of keen for this collection to come out, but my opinion on Antisocial Social Club has definitely changed over the past like 6 to 12 months. Ever since I've been buying brands like, I don't want to say like Supreme or like Del Schutzer or just other brands, I prefer their offerings of, you know, like cut and sew hoodies and stuff like that, like actual good samples, good blanks, good quality hoodies. And in reality, the price that those brands are asking for isn't too much more than what Antisocial Social Club's asking for. And don't get me wrong, like, I do love my Antisocial Social Club hoodies that I have bought in the past. It's just like, I could pay $130 for a independent blank, which I know if I like Google right now, independent blanks, they sell independent blanks for like $9 each. I could buy an independent blank with the Antisocial Social Club's print on it. All up, they'd charge me like 130 Australian dollars for it. Probably worse now because the Australian dollar is really bad with American right now. I could be charged that much for like a $9 hoodie with some graphics on it. Or I could pay 130 Australian dollars for the new Del Schutzer releases that are going to happen in like 2 to 3 weeks time, as we covered in the previous video. And get a way better quality hoodie, help out a much smaller brand that actually delivers their hoodies like on time and stuff like that. It's hard for me to justify the price that Antisocial Social Club asks for its hoodies and stuff. The only reason that I would be like super interested in it if it was like a graphic that I absolutely loved. It was a collaboration with an artist that I absolutely love, you know, like a you know, the fragment design. Like, I'd pay the 130 for the fragment design Antisocial Social Club hoodie, but I wouldn't pay essentially the same price for just a normal Antisocial Social Club hoodie. So it's going to be based on like really amazing graphics, really awesome artist collaborations, or just really awesome collaborations in general. That would get me to buy new Antisocial Social Club pieces, but I'm more hesitant now in 2020 to buy their pieces just because there's like better quality offerings elsewhere that I'm much more interested in. You know, that's just the case. So yeah, not to, you know, like completely discredit the brand. I'm not like, you know, screw Antisocial Social Club, you cancelled in 2020. Actually, wait, this is actually a perfect time for that. Speaking of cancelled, bam, there you go. There you go. The cancelled Antisocial Social Club hoodie. Wow, that would have been perfect. Wow, I should have worn that. I should have thought of that one before. But yeah, not to cancel the brand out. I would still be interested in picking up some pieces in the future. It's just that they're gonna have to try harder and release better pieces for me to be on board. Definitely. I'm gonna have to be really persuaded by what they release in order for me to be like, yes, I'm gonna pick it up. You know, because I've just been introduced into so many other brands that make me more interested in their stuff. So we'll have to see how it goes. When they release a lookbook, when they release the full collection, I think that'll be a better time, and, you know, I'll be able to go over the pieces and actually, you know, look at them and consider picking them up It's hard to say that I will not be picking up any of the pieces from this season because of the price and because of what's coming out when we don't know what's coming out or for what price. They may have made it cheaper this season. I doubt it, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, so when we get more release details, I'll dive into the collection then, and I'll talk about it then, and then I'll make my collective decision on if I'm going to buy a piece or if I'm not going to buy a piece. So we'll just have to see. But that's all three of the teaser images that we've seen so far for Antisocial Social Club's Spring Summer 2020 Hung Up collection. Let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Let me know which is your favorite teaser image out of the three. Is it the golf ball one? Is it the love-hate one? Or are you just a fan of that dino one? Let me know. Let me know. Are you keen for any of those graphics to appear on hoodies? Let me know as well. That's everything we really have to say about it, guys. So until the next Antisocial Social Club video, until the next streetwear video, until the next sneaker video, guys, I'll catch you later.